Hi there, Karen here. I thought I'd do a little update on my 50-week project that I started just after Alyssa was born. In fact, I started it just before she was born. And this is the little book I'm using. It's based on the 100-day project, but this is my version of it. I didn't want to do something every day for 100 days, but I thought I could do something every week for 50 weeks. So this is what I've come up with. It's just a little book I bought in a stationery shop, and I've just put her initials on the front. I have done a couple of process videos showing how I started this project off, and I'm just going to flip through the last few weeks just to get you up to date. So I did the process videos up to week 5, I believe. I think this was the last one I did. And so this is week 6, and this is the first week that I went into town with my daughter and her little one. And so I just wrote a little bit about that we'd gone into town and that she was very good, and I just took some pictures of her in her car seat. And I've just used a little stamp in different colours just to do a lovely little soft border and a few matching hearts just to decorate the page. I'm keeping the pages fairly light on embellishments because otherwise the whole thing will get far too thick. It's already getting quite thick, and I've had to take out quite a lot of pages already. So each page is just going, I'm doing a lot of stamping and things that are fairly low undimensional, I suppose you could say, relatively anyway. So this page, I've used a little mask here, sort of a leafy mask, and I've just stuck a few little flowers that I've punched out. And this is just a picture of me and Alyssa, and she's just starting to get really responsive and smiley, and it's lovely to get that from her. So I just wrote a little bit about that. Sometimes I wrote more journaling than on other days. On this page I used a napkin. It's actually the one that's the same as that. I just took off the backing, stuck it down with some Mod Podge or some sort of paste, made that into a background, stuck in a couple of the photos that I took on that day. They're just pictures of me and Jenny with Alyssa. And then I put my journaling on some strips to stick on top. The next week, she was very cuddly this week, and she was wearing a really pretty yellow dress, so I just punched out some yellow hearts and just stuck with the yellow theme. Just a few little hearts there. Just she just had her jabs the day before, her inoculations, so she was being very cuddly and very cute in her yellow dress. And this one is a fairly simple page. I just used half a doily, a bit of washi. And this is a little rub-on butterfly. I've got a whole sheet of them that I've used quite a few times, and I just did a little border around the page with a very small amount of journaling because we were just having a lovely, cuddly, happy day together. And on this day, this was the first time they came to us, and I've just brushed some pink acrylic paint on the page just to give it a bit of colour, a bit of background, stuck a few hearts on. And then these two pictures are of Alyssa just having a good old explore of her mummy's face as they were playing on the floor together. And I thought that was really cute. And as you see, each day I've used the same stamp set. It's a stamp set that's from Me and My Big Ideas, I believe, and it's a planner stamp set. So I've I used the same stamps for the date each week. These were some more stamps, some floral stamps. I think they were in a set by, I think it might have been from the Stargazer collection, I'm not quite sure, by Dear Lizzie. I just came across them, I bought some bits and pieces, and I thought they were really pretty. So I just picked out the pinks and the turquoisey colours. That's the colour that she's wearing, and we were having a lovely cuddle where she was much more able to hold her head up, so we were walking around looking in the mirror and having a general a very nice cuddle together. So she's learning to hold her head much more strongly now. And there's another one of those butterfly rub-ons. This one, she was quite a tired little girl this day, but she really cheered up when we sang some nursery rhymes, and I sang her The Wheels on the Bus, which seems to be her favourite. So I've just stamped a few musical notes, and this is a die cut that I had. I think it's a Simple Stories die cut of a van. So I thought, well, the wheels on the bus is almost a bus, so it was a bit of poetic license there. So I'll just use that just to put on the page, and then I've used a little bit of blue paint, acrylic paint, to bring out the colour in her dress. So that was that one. And this one, I've just backed it with there's some book paper I put as the background, which I've stamped on, and then I've ended up covering nearly all of it with my journaling, which I painted some strips and then wrote on it, and because I needed a bit of colour on this page, because it was the background was quite neutral, so I thought if I did white strips it would look a bit boring, so I coloured the strips with some very pale peachy coloured paint, and then wrote my journaling and stuck them down around the photos. On this page I've used a mask again with some turquoise, a little turquoise ink stamp, and I've just done a little bit of masking over the page with a template, yes, stencil, that's it, I've stenciled it all over, and just a couple of stickers from an Amy Tan sticker sheet, and a couple of more stickers there. We're just reading a book together, and unexpectedly she suddenly flipped the page. We weren't expecting her to be able to do that yet. She loves to be read to, she's read to all the time, and she suddenly decided that she was going to turn the page, which was really cute, and it really surprised us, which is why I'm laughing here, because I wasn't expecting her to do that, and neither was her mum. We hadn't seen her do that before. That was lovely. So that was the last one I've done. That was week 15. I've now got to do last week's, which will be week 16, and before I go and see them again tomorrow. So that's the 50-week project so far on week 15, so quite a way to go, but it's a lovely project to do. Each page is a letter to Alyssa, really. So by the time I've finished, it'll more or less be her first year. So hopefully it'll be something that she'll enjoy looking through when she's a bit older. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I'll do another flip through in another few weeks. Bye bye.